we have a question that's coming from one of our attendees, which says, why is there a limit for minimum 1 lakh deposit?
There is no limit for a 1 lakh rupee deposit at all. I don't know which part of the presentation actually led you to believe that. We would love to have that 1 lakh rupees from you, but of course there is no limit for that. If you want more details on this, please connect with us on the email ID. We'll ensure that one of our managers would take you through, the deposits and how to go about it. But no limits, absolutely.
Okay, thank you, Seema. And we have another question from Jagrit on the similar lines. Is there any enrollment fee for the same? And if yes, is there a limit?
No, of course not. When you become part of our family, there are no restrictions, there are no limits, there are no enrollment fees. Everyone is welcome.
Amazing. I hope that was helpful, Jagrit. We have another question that's coming for the payments. How can we separate the payment to different brands with one wallet? That's a great question. And that's coming from Rajesh.
Right. So Rajesh, the use case, यहाँ पे जो use case था, basically was that, as I mentioned, you want to pass on various limits of the promotions to various brands, right? So you will have a single wallet where you can add money. If you want to restrict कि brand A के लिए आपको इतना ही spend करना है, brand B के लिए आपको इतना ही spend करना है, तो brand by brand, you will of course have different campaigns, right? And for each campaign, you will have a daily budget as well. तो आप कैंपेन का ड्यूरेशन सेट कर सकते हैं, आप कैंपेन का डेली बजट भी सेट कर सकते हैं. सो दैट वे यू कैन डेफिनेटली कैप कि आप ईच ब्रांड के लिए कितना स्पेंड करना चाह रहे हैं. फर्दर विद आवर रिपोर्टिंग मॉड्यूल, आप एट अ कैंपेन लेवल, एट अ ड्यूरेशन लेवल, एट अ क्रिएटिव लेवल आप रिपोर्ट्स जनरेट कर सकते हैं फॉर स्पेंड्स ऑल्सो, फॉर डेली स्पेंड्स, फॉर वीकली, मंथली स्पेंड्स, जो भी आपको टाइम पीरियड चाहिए. एंड यू कैन शेयर दोज रिपोर्ट्स विद द ब्रांड and you can bill them accordingly. जो भी आपका agreement है with the brand that you will charge them X% money or you will charge them X CPM, X CPC, whatever the contract is, आप उस हिसाब से उन्हें charge कर सकते हैं. And अगर आपको कुछ promotional benefits भी pass on करने हैं, तो that is at your discretion. कि आप उनको बोल सकते हैं that look, I'm giving you 10% discount, whatever. So I think that gives you more control. And you have the reporting system, you have a periodic reporting system, you have a daily budget system at each brand and each campaign level. तो आप वो सब लेवर्स यूज करके डेफिनेटली कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं कि आप पर ब्रांड कितना स्पेंड करना चाहते हैं.
Great, thank you. We have another question that's come in. Other data related to DAU? Can we have other data related to DAU and traffic of both the platforms?
Right. So I think again, Seema can share some data with you and her team. आप उनके साथ call set up कर सकते हैं हमारी onboarding teams के साथ. They will take you through the kind of data we have, the kind of traffic, the kind of DAU and MAU we have, the traffic we have, and what works for each advertiser category. They have some fantastic, case studies also and success stories. So I think from a performance point of view, Seema and her team can guide you through all of those questions as well.
Yeah, so the answer to that is yes. Just get in touch with us on the email ID that Anushka would share at the end of the presentation. We'll take you through that.
Perfect. And we also have another question from an attendee called NZ. I don't see brands and associates section.
Have you ensured that आपने वो agency request वाला button, एक तो हमारी team से request करके आपको agency access का button दिखेगा. After pressing that button, as I had shown, there was a very short form that you have to fill: agency name, your address, and your phone number. As soon as you fill that, we will approve the request and आपको business center में दिखने लग जाएंगे वो tabs. So ये 2 steps follow करना होगा. One, of course, you have to request for that button, and once you see it, you have to fill the form.
Okay, I hope that was helpful. We also have another question that's come. How can we charge brands?
I think I already answered that to some extent in one of the previous questions, that you have reports, you have campaign, etc. level budget, etc. as well. So you can just generate those documents, pass it on to brands, and bill them as per the agreement.
And is there any limit on the number of brands and associates per agency?
That's a brilliant question. No, there's no limit as such. You can add as many associates you want and as many brands also. So right now we don't have any limit as such.
Okay. We've got something for associates where
Mhm.
can we provide reporting only access to associates?
Yes, absolutely. तो जो चार हमने roles देखे थे, उसमें से one of the roles was a reporting and analysis role only. उसमें associate को campaigns दिख जाएंगे, whatever campaigns are there in the drop down, and उससे associated they will be able to generate reports. So definitely, if you don't want to provide access of creation of campaigns, आप सिर्फ reporting access दे सकते हैं to any particular associate.
Okay. I think we've pretty much come to an end of the questions that we've received for this session.
There is another question which I want to pick up, and that is being done by Akib, who says, have you any plans to include an English language audience? So Akib, our session is our platform. Essentially, if you look at the spirit of the entire platform, it is meant for people of India, so, and we do a lot of dipstick, we do a lot of research, whenever we, go and speak to the audience, you would be surprised to know that, every time when we come back from a research, or an audience dipstick, it is always vernacular which comes up on top. So right now, we feel that from an audience point of view, there is no need for us to immediately add English as a language. But yes, of course, going forward, if there is ever a request or, the research studies prove, then we would definitely do it. But right now, I think vernacular is doing fantastic with our audience and is giving desired result to all the brands.
While Seema was speaking, we got two more questions. So I'm just going to go ahead with those as well. Can we have same UI for ShareChat Business and as well for targeting system?
I'm not sure I understand the question entirely, but
We have
as
the
far as
same UI for ShareChat
right,
Business and as well as the targeting system.
we actually have all of the same features only जो हमारे normal self-serve login में होते हैं. The targeting that is available, the ad formats, the objectives, ShareChat Pixel, all of that, all of those are replicated in the Business Center. So while creating a campaign, there is nothing different as such. This is more about providing more control and access and modularity in the way you manage your operations. So definitely, when you say that, same UI for targeting, etc., if I understand correctly, you'll have the same targeting capabilities in a Business Center ecosystem as well as the ones you have in your normal self-serve account.
I hope that answers, Preetham. And one more question from Jay. Can we edit a brand's details once it's already added, like change brand name, POC, email, etc.?
Right. So the concept behind, having a brand POC email, having a brand name and image centralized at a POC level is so that they can control their presence on social media. So it is difficult to change a brand POC email later on. You can always place a fresh request if you feel you entered a wrong brand POC email. That's not an issue. You can place another request. If you want to change the brand name and brand image, you will have to present a case to our support teams and we will try our best to look into it and get it done from the back end. But as of now, we are not providing that functionality to agencies. Very soon, we will have a module called Manage Posts. We may release it, in a beta sort of a fashion wherein we allow you to not just create campaigns, but create normal posts also for these brand profiles. So for agency admins, we will try to have this functionality that they can change the brand name and image as well. But obviously, there has to be some due diligence behind it because you are doing that on behalf of a brand, right? So there will be some caveats, but we are looking at providing that functionality soon.
All right. And we've got the last question for today's session from Sridhar, which is for app promotion. Is MMP backlink a must?
So it is always recommended, right, that if you want to run conversion type campaigns, if you want to optimize towards, say, app installs, and within those installs also, after those installs, if you want to optimize further for deep funnel events, it is always advised that you go with some events that you pass on to us. So MMP post back integration से हमें events मिल जाते हैं, And then our system is able to learn faster and learn better and provide you better quality leads. So it's always advisable to actually have MMP postbacks when it comes to app-based promotions, and to have the ShareChat pixel installed if you have a web-based landing page, if you want to have, conversion type campaigns. So yes, we highly recommend that you have MMP postbacks if you want conversion type campaigns and app promotions. Agar aapko sirf awareness campaign run karna hai for your app, that is if you just want impressions, right? Then of course it's not necessary that you pass on postbacks to us. You can run awareness type campaigns and on a CPM model, right? But if you want ki usme kuch conversion ho, kuch event ho, like installs, registrations, etc., we would recommend you to pass on MMP postback events to us.
Yeah, we've come to the end of the Q&A session as well. For any queries, questions, you could contact us on selfserve@sharechat.co. That's SELFSERVE@sharechat.co. Please feel free to contact us, and we'll be reaching out to you with videos and the PPT of today's session on your email ID.
Just to conclude, I'd like to add one more thing. For those of you जिन्होंने कहा आपको नहीं दिख रहा है, you can't see the request agency access button or some modules, please reach out to our support team. Seema and our team would be more than happy to assist you with that button and how to fill up that form. And once your request is approved, you can start using your business center. So the first step is you'll have to provide the email ID or make a fresh login, provide us the email ID जिस पे आपको business center access चाहिए.
Radhika, if you could scroll to the last slide, we have our email ID on that. It'd be easy for our attendees. Yes.
Absolutely.
So you can send in your queries to this email ID, which is selfserve@sharechat.co, and we'll have our teams get in touch with you and register you on this platform. Great. So thank you very much. Seema, would you like to say anything in the end?
I think, people present here are well aware about the offer. You all know that we love to have you as part of our ShareChat family. And for that, we are always ready with a welcome gift for you. It's a small gesture from our end. Please come, be in touch with my sales team at selfserve@sharechat.co. Most of you would already know, your respective POCs from ShareChat's end. Be in touch with them. We constantly change and tweak our offers only to make them better, welcome all of you. Thank you so much for attending the session today.
Great. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Radhika. Thank you, Seema. And thank you to all our attendees. Look forward to seeing you all at the next masterclass. Bye-bye.